Hello, Gemini. So my name is Caroline. My channel is Sheikah Soul Readings, Tarot by Sheikah. I just changed it to Tarot by Sheikah. I do tarot, I do astrology, I do palm reading, I do it all. And so I decided that I'm going to start doing zodiac readings. So the days that I chose for my zodiac readings are days that correspond with zodiac signs. So Wednesday corresponds with Gemini and Aquarius. So today I'm doing Gemini and Aquarius. Now, these zodiac readings will also, for the days that I'm doing these, I'm checking the skies to find out what is going on in your house. So today I found that Mars and Uranus are in the house of Gemini. And I looked this up and I love, love, love this energy. We have Mars's energy. Mars is passion, it's energy, it's action, is pushing Gemini's sense of curiosity into action. Okay? We have rebellion with Uranus, challenging thought and communication. Okay? Gemini, thought, communication, curiosity. Uranus is about rebellion, right? So we're challenging our thoughts of what is, right? So that being said, it's time to learn, debate, explore, as well as change with our breakthroughs and revelations, right? Opening our minds more to the changes, to the breakthroughs, the revelations that we have. Essentially, stop thinking and wondering and get up off of your butt cheeks and do something about it, right? I love, love, love that energy so much. The energy of change is amazing to me. I love it. So let's go ahead and get some information on what's going on with Gemini today. Especially when it comes to this change, which I absolutely adore. You can't beat it. You really, really can't. So let's find out. Let's get some information. Let's get one more, please. Thank you. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and start with what has come up in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles. In reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. He is manipulative. This energy is very manipulative, greedy. The King of Pentacles reverse, because the King of Pentacles upright is Emperor Jr. It's a wonderful energy. Protector, provider, responsible, reliable. It's Mr. Man. It's Emperor Jr. It's Emperor's protege. But when he's reversed, he could represent someone who's all talk and no action. You know, we see a lot of this with a lot of influencers who, it's that fake stuff, right? The money isn't real, the cars aren't real, the mansion isn't real. It's all fakey, right? To me, that's the King of Pentacles reverse. King of Pentacles reverse is very materialistic, manipulative, okay? However, we do have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is kind of, I wanted to say getting right. I heard getting right with God. But we have this opposition here between the King of Pentacles reverse and the King of Swords, which is truth and clarity, right? The King is like, no, you're not. That's not, no. You are a faker. I'm calling you out. King of Pentacles reverse. But the King of Swords tends to have this wall up, right? The King of Swords does not like to express their emotions. The King of Swords, to me, the King of Swords, if you watch Big Bang Theory, it's very Sheldon Cooper. If you watch Bones, it's very Temperance Brennan. You know, kind of that more of that, that very logical, rational energy. And to me, it's because the King of Swords is protecting himself. It could be protecting his vulnerability. We do have, wow, the rest of this is Wands energy. We have the Seven of Wands, which represents the wall that the King of Swords has, right? So we have this protection, protecting yourself, self-protection. When it comes to the King of Pentacles reversed, that could be what this wall is, the fakery, right? So we have, with Mars and Uranus in the house of Gemini, challenging the status quo, right? Challenging the thought that you have to appear a certain way when you really don't. You can be completely yourself and be honest. We do have the Nine of Wands. Or I'm sorry, we're going to go up the line. Eight of Wands. Something coming to you very clearly, very smoothly. We were talking about breakthroughs and revelations, right? There you go. Allowing that to come in, allowing that to break through this wall that's up, and embodying that, challenging yourself to embody that. And then we have the Nine of Wands, resilience, right? We have this energy coming at us here, but we have to stand up. Even if it knocks us down, we have to allow ourselves to get up. So let's clarify King of Pentacles reversed, please. Oh my gosh, sticky. Wow, the Three of Swords reversed, acceptance. Acceptance of what is, right? The acknowledgement and acceptance that maybe I'm not being completely true to myself. Maybe I'm not being completely true to what is out there, or how I'm showing myself. In other words, how about the King of Wands? Can you clarify, please? Yeah, I'm not taking that, Spirit. You know how I feel about you throwing my cards on the ground. Wow, now we have the Three of Cups. Celebrating with friends. To me, with the clarifying the King of Swords, this represents being yourself, right? The feeling of being able to be yourself within your friend group. These are friends that support and understand you, right? How about the Seven of Wands? Four of Pentacles, holding close what you value, right? We have a lot of self-protection here, these walls. These walls are really protecting what you value about yourself, about your thoughts, about your beliefs. Again, same energy as this King of Swords. Eight of Wands, can you clarify? Now we have the Four of Wands. Celebration, achievement, it's a milestone, right? That achievement, that celebration when you're able to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy with who I am. I may not be rich, I may not be this, but I'm happy with who I am. And I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to celebrate who I truly am. Okay, and I feel like the celebration and acceptance of who you truly are will come quickly with the Eight of Wands and smoothly. How about the Nine of Wands, please? I have the Four of Cups. Apathy. Not caring what other people say and think about you. We have the Moon. It's illusion. Right? It's illusion. A two-faced. To me, the Moon is two-faced energy. It's illusion. It's nothing is as it appears. All that glitters is not gold. We have this resilience. This resilience could represent standing up for yourself and saying, you know what? So what if I'm not all these things that people want me to be? I'm happy with myself. If you want to knock me down, that's fine. I'm just going to get back up again. Four of Cups. I don't care what people say about me. Right? Let's go ahead. Let's get some shadow work. What should Gemini be working on right now? What should they be working on? Dark night of the soul. You are undergoing deep transformation. Interesting, because we have Uranus, right? That rebellion, that transformation. Trust that this darkness is leading to light. Okay? Dark night of the soul is essentially the fourth stage of the 5 stages to becoming your best self. It's the 4th stage. Okay? I do have a free ebook I wrote on the 5 stages to becoming your best self. That is in my description. Okay? You just click on it and download it. It's free. If it doesn't work, just send me an email. You can send me a DM on one of my other platforms and I will email it to you. Okay? We have emotions in the body. Unprocessed emotions often manifest physically. Listen to what your body is telling you. Okay, unprocessed emotions. We are talking about this wall when it comes to the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, right? Self-protection. This could manifest physically. In this case, it could manifest as this front that you put up. Right? It could represent as headaches, as stomach aches, as your body telling you, your spirit telling you, hey, you're not doing what you should be. You're not who you really are. You know what I mean? I really want to get some advice for you. I'll pull some of these advice cards for you. Just to see where you should be going. I might pull some spirit messages. I always like those. Growth begins where comfort ends. Yes. Again with Uranus and its rebellion. We have the deep change with the dark night of the soul. Or the deep transformation. Change. Right? This is your life, this life is your orchestra, conduct it. Back to allowing yourself to be who you truly are and not worrying about what other people think. Shadow work it. There you go. Dark night of the soul. 5. So the 5 stages to becoming your best self, that's stage 2. Is the shadow work. We have the shell. Resurrection. Healing. Life force. Redemption. Right? And we'll pull one more. You have the natural ability to connect with loved ones, with departed loved ones. You know, as Gemini is air energy. It's very logical, rational energy, but connect with departed loved ones. Gemini is also communication. So I really feel that is appropriate here. Communication, right? So you could possibly have that ability in you. So, Gemini, that is your reading for today. Next reading for Gemini is going to be next Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. All of my information is in my description. I do a lot of tarot, astrology, palmistry. Those are listed. Those listings are in my Etsy shop, which are in my description. All of my information is there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I will see you next Wednesday.